Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of The Gungeon. In The Gungeon, I'd like to thank everyone for those likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be wonderful. And also, if you can put it that you subscribe to my channel down in the comment section below, that would be great too. Here again, as I say all the time, I'd like to thank everyone for those support, for the comments, for the, just giving me the strength and the urge to do these videos, It is kind of hard for me at times to do these videos due to the fact that I do have a full-time job. And like I had said in my prior other two videos, these are going to be pre-recorded videos due to the fact that I will be deployed at this point in time. And I won't be back until towards the end of September. So anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed that last video about that 32 that I did before. Now I've got another special firearm that I want to show you. This was actually... I kind of inherited this from my dad, along with a few other guns that he when he passed away. I got them in 2021 when he passed away. I inherited a few of his guns, and this happened to be one of them too. Kind of a little funny story about this little firearm here. He purchased this thinking that, this is going to be, a little bit of a little carry weapon, but after a while, I kind of told him, I said, Dad, that's, you got to get yourself something a little bit different than that. I mean, if you want a little revolver, that's great. My dad was big into the cowboy stuff too, so he kind of had himself a bunch of revolvers, some Heritage Rough Riders, some Rugers and everything, and some Ruger Vaqueros, and I have a bunch of those, of his firearms. But he purchased this one day, and I went to the house, and I saw this, and I kind of said to him, Dad, what the heck did you just buy? And he goes, well, I thought it was cool looking. So there again, my dad, he likes the cool stuff too, like that Beretta Explorer that I showed you a long time ago. I have a Remington up there that was his too, and a few other, like I said, firearms. But he purchased this crazy little thing, and I kind of looked at it, and I was like, whoa, what do you plan to do with that? He said, hey, I liked it, I bought it. And I'm like, okay. Even like with his Henry Golden boys, he had to have 2 or 3 of those things. For what reason, I have no idea, but he loved them. But anyway, so he purchased this little Taurus PT-25. And here she is right here. Let me give you a good look at it, see if you can see, kind of looking at my camera so you can get some good view of it. Everybody might not like this firearm at all. As far as concealability, oh, it's a great little firearm for concealability. Heck, check that out. I can even put it in my pocket. I can hide it anywhere I want it. Go in my front pocket, wherever I'd like to put it, I can actually put it. But I looked at this thing and I thought it was kind of, I don't know, to me it was kind of useless, but hey, he liked it, he wanted it. This he considered was his little concealed carry that he was able to put in his pocket, and by all means, you know what, Dad, go for it. That's what you liked, that's what you liked. But anyway, these were purchased, these were actually manufactured around 1992, and I think they stopped manufacturing, which I don't know if they did or not yet, but I think, don't get me wrong, like I've always told you, I'm not a professional at this. I do research on it, but I think they stopped making these in 2011. Not too sure. If they haven't, commented, let me know if there's still some of these that, that they're still making, but not sure at all. Anyway, this is a 9-round capacity. As you can see here, its capacity is 9 rounds plus 1. And when I tell you plus 1, you actually push this little piece right here, and it kind of weirdly goes up and pops up, and you can put actual 1 round in the barrel. So anyway, I'm going to push this down, show it to you again, and it's kind of, you do this funky little pushing of this little guard here, and you push down. So that gives you your 9 plus 1, gives you a total of 10. They call this little piece here the tip-up barrel. I don't know why they call it the tip-up barrel. I would just call it a barrel that just, pops up. I don't know, but tip-up barrel is what they call it. Anyway, this is a blowback semi-automatic system. So it does have its, its regular magazine, as you can see here. And there's 9 rounds in there. And why they say this, they call it totally 10 rounds, is because 1 can actually go in the chamber, and then you push your little barrel down, and there you go. Anyway, there is a frame mounted safety, which is actually right here. That is your actual safety. You're pushing it up or push it down. That's your frame mounted safety. It actually stops from moving. Anyway, frame is a black, I call it, I say it's black, but they're saying that it's a blued finish, or he said it was a blued finish, or the box says it was a blued finish. But to me, I don't know about you, but I'm going to bring it up nice and close. But I guess it is blued, you know, once you sit and look at it. But I'm going to bring it up nice and close to you. The cool thing about it is I had a little neat little dovetail right here. So, you know, you can actually hold on, which is actually pretty cool. And I think that's why my dad liked it. He said it felt comfortable in his hands. To me, it's a little bit thick here, you know, around the grip. But anyway, you can change these grips out, by the way. And this also does come in a nickel plated frame. But he chose this frame for what reason, I have no idea. But he liked all the gold accents, which is the safety, the barrel eject, the trigger. He liked all those little gold accents that were with the gun, that came with it. So, but, you know, that's my dad. He liked his own certain things, like he liked the Henry Golden Boy. For what reason, I have no idea. But to purchase 3 of them, can't figure it out, but that was my dad. That's what he liked to do. Anyway, the sights are fixed, so they're not adjustable sights. They're just front and rear fixed sights. This was actually a clone to me, or made to look like the Beretta Tomcat. The only difference is the Beretta Tomcat is chambered in 32 to where this is chambered in 25 auto. That's the only difference. But I think that's what Taurus was cloning off of, was the Beretta Tomcat. And as you can see, the finish on the grips is a smooth rosewood finish. Now, I've seen this in a couple of different variants. Like I said, it's been in a nickel. I've seen a stainless, and then I've seen this blued finish, which I call it black, but blued finish. And then I've seen multiple different grips that people have put on. I guess they make a multitude of, I saw them in pearl. I saw them in a light kind of bluish color. I've seen them in, like I said, this rosewood color. What else did I see? Pink, green. They just make, I guess, some different color grips for this. But anyway, I didn't think anything big of this gun. Like I said, for a great little concealment gun, good. I said, you know, would be great, you know, as far as concealing it. It's great. It's small, you know. I think it's even smaller than the Ruger LCP2, which I have up here, and, you know, a few different 380s, but it's small. She's kind of little, but I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of the tip-up barrel. That just does absolutely nothing for me. And kind of it's kind of hard to, you got to really get it to hold it down. Now, the grip, like I said, it's a little bit thick, but for somebody with thick hands, you know, it's kind of perfect, you know. Can't go wrong. I'm going to show you that view of it too, and show you that view of it too. Just, I like to give you a couple little different views of it. And like I said, your magazine ejector is there, and all these gold highlights. I'm really not into the gold stuff, so all these gold highlights that are on here, I personally don't like them on my firearms. As you can see it behind me on the wall, and, you know, hopefully one of these days I'm going to give you different views of all the walls in here with all the guns on it, but I'm not really too much into the gold highlights. You know, I prefer other different highlights, just not gold. I don't even wear any gold jewelry or anything like that, so really not into the gold highlights. But hey, it was what my dad liked, and it was what he enjoyed, and, you know, this was his little carry. To me, it would do the deal, I guess. You know, if you needed it and it was a emergency situation, well, don't know how much I would kind of like it for an emergency situation, but, you know, I guess for a backup carry, I guess not too bad. You know, to me, more along the lines of being a pretty gun. You know, it's I don't even really think, honestly, that my dad, I've never fired this, so I personally don't even think my father even ever fired this firearm before. I think he just bought it because he just bought it, just like the Henry Golden Boys. Never fired them, but he bought them because he thought they were neat. The only firearm out of all the ones that my dad ever had that I think he ever fired was the Mossberg. I know he fired his Mossberg shotgun. I know he fired his Beretta Explorer, but that was only one time. He went trap shooting with that. and he fired his 870. He used to take hunting, and he used to have a 30-30 and a 30-06. He fired those a lot because he went hunting with those. But as far as stuff like this and his Henry Golden Boys that I have and a few of his other firearms, he never even fired them. Just wanted them, just had them. You know, he bought himself a couple of Heritage Rough Riders too that, you know, he put pearl grips on and all that stuff, and, you know, bought himself some crazy little holsters that I have hanging over there where my deer head's at. But yeah, my father was into that. He just kind of bought himself anything that he thought that looked neat or was a little bit odd or different, he would buy it. You know, that was just him. He even had a couple of little Bond arms, which to me, you know, Bond arms is great, but that much of a firepower and that little thing, I'm afraid about kind of hurt my hand a little bit. But like I said, I never fired this firearm before. It was inherited to me, along with a bunch of other firearms. But I will keep all the firearms that, you know, my father gave, and I hope you do the same. Keep your firearms, you know, because you're going to hand them down to your kids or to your grandkids or what have you. And, you know, our dads, our grandfathers and everything, they bought some really cool stuff. So, you know, a lot of stuff I have is really cool, and it's actually inherited too, and a lot of it I've bought. But, you know, and like I said before, my two boys are going to be, when good old dad passes away, they're going to have a heyday with everything that's in here, which, you know, they see everything, and it is kind of a lot between the knives and the different kind of weapons I have and the firearms I had. There's a lot here. So, you know, but that's what it's all about. You know, it's all about family, and it's all about, you know, memories and everything. And these are some of the memories that I had of my dad carrying this crazy little item every now and then. Never fired it. There's no scratches on it. There's no nothing. I don't even, and he loaded it for no reason whatsoever because never even did anything with it. But hey, it was a neat little firearm. I have it, the only one like I have, and, you know, I wouldn't, most people probably would get rid of it or, you know, something to that nature, or trade somebody, but I can't do that. Once I get something that's been inherited to me, especially by my dad or my grandparents or anything, which unfortunately they've all passed away now, but I would never ever get rid of anything they gave me due to the fact of, you know, sentimental reasons. But anyway, I'd like to thank everyone again for those likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be great. And like I said, if I can get to that 500 to 1,000 subscribers, there'll be some nice little gifts in it for you, you know, at my cost and my shipping costs and everything. Just, you know, me saying thank you for all the likes and subscribes and the good comments that I've been getting. And, you know, please keep those comments going. And if there's something that you would like me to talk about or like me to, you know, show you, if I have it, I will show it to you. I try to show you more affordable firearms than more of the expensive stuff I have, due to the fact that, you know, nowadays with the way the economy is, it's kind of tough to afford some firearms. But I'm trying just to, you know, show you some affordable things and something that everybody can buy and everybody can enjoy. Without saying any more, I'd like to thank everyone again. Peace out from the Gungeon. Until next time, God bless and have a wonderful day.